Welcome, my name is Kelvin Adonis. If this is your first time, I'd like to urge you to please consider subscribing, and if you have any question on the comment section, you can ask me. Also, you can help us to reach more people by liking this video if you find it helpful. Now, if you applied for DV 2025, you know that May 4, 2024 is a very important date or important month for that matter, because it is from this day that, or from this month, that you will be able to check your status and also proceed with the process of applying for green card. Now, the big question is, how do you know that you have been selected? And when you are selected, there is a form that you need to fill, a form called DS260. Now, that form is very much important, because even when they are sending you notification, they will let you know that you have not, if you do not fill the DS260, your appointment will not be scheduled. So that form is very much important. So how do you fill it and how do you go about it? So if you are also wondering, you might also want to stick until the end. So how do you know that you have been selected? This is where you will go. Now, if you want to go to know if you have been selected, you will come to this place or to this website. I don't know. You will come to Electronic Diversity Visa Program. And down here, you will see a button that asks you to check your status. So when you click on that button, it will take you to another page, and there is some writings there, and then you will click continue. And when you click continue, now this page will need you to fill information about yourself. And when I'm talking about information about yourself, I'm talking about the confirmation number. This is where you will fill the confirmation number. Remember, when you are submitting your entry, there is a confirmation number that you are given, and I believe that you have it. So this is where you will come and fill that number, and then your last name, your year of birth, and then you go through this authentication process and then submit. Now, when you submit that form, they will let you know whether you have been selected or not. Now, remember, if you have been selected, you will need to fill that form called the DS260 form, right? And that form, it contains some of the most important information about you. Remember also, that form contains information about your host. So how or where do you get this form? Now let's go to this page here. This is the place where you will come, or in fact, when they are sending you that notification letter, they will give you a link that will give you further directions. But in this case, what I just want to show you, I want to show you how or where, if you do not know where to go or where to go and fill that form DS260, this is where you will come. You will come to this place called travel.state.gov, and then here they have told you very well that you will need to fill that online form called DS260. And then there is this step number 5 here. On this step number 5, if you come here where they are asking you to submit your immigrant visa and alien registration application, if you read the first sentence, there is a place where they have written form DS260. Now that sentence, or that those words or letters, they are clickable. When you click on that form where they have written form DS260, when you click on it, it will direct you to this page. And this page is known as the US Department of State or Consular Electronic Application Center. Now, the form that we want to fill, or the form that we want to use here, is the DS260 online immigrant visa and alien registration application form. So this, you are going to come and click on this form here called DS260, and when you click on it, this will direct you to this page, and on this page you will need to read the instruction, and then make sure if you agree with it, come and tick that box. And then this is where you will now fill your case number, and when you fill your case number, you will be directed when you put your case number, and there is also other information that they will ask you, and when you complete signing in, now you will get to the form itself. Now that is where you will get to fill the form after signing up. Remember, I told you guys, or I told you, if you have been following, I told you that when they are sending you the first notification letter, it will contain the case number, and that number is the number that you will use here. That is the number that you will use here, the case number. That is the number that you are going to use here, right? I hope we are on agreement on that. So when you fill your case number, you will go and answer. You will also need to input other information. It's just that I do not have that number right now. I could have filled and I could have shown you, like for example. And what is happening here, when you fill this case number, you will go and you will get the form, that form DS260. Now let me tell you guys something. For those of you who have never seen or have never filled that form DS260, it contains a lot of sections, and there are some important sections that you should know. Important section that if you make a mistake, it might put you in a very difficult position. Remember also that it is also in this form that you will fill your place of interview, where you want to be interviewed. Now remember that there are some people who perhaps they are Kenyans, or perhaps they are from Uganda, but they are working in other countries. If you are working in another country, let's say like Saudi Arabia, or let's say you are working in US or in Canada, if you want your interview to be done in Canada, now you will put on the DS260, you will put your place of interview as Canada. Or if you want to put your place of interview as Kenya or Uganda, that is the place where you will put. So that shows you the significance of that form. And I would like to urge you, if you do not know how to fill it, take your time, do not rush, do your research. There is also a very important part called where you will fill the information about your host. Remember, your host is the person who is going to accommodate you and is going to, help you to adapt into the life in America and stuffs like that. So you will also need the address of that person, and that address you will fill it on that form, the DS260. So it is a very important form, and I will be showing you guys on our next video. We will be looking at it in deeper. We will be looking at it deeper and seeing whether we can help you if you don't know anything, or whether we can fill it, and I believe you will learn something from it. Once again, my name is Kelvin Adonis. If you have not subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe, and I hope and I believe that I will see you on our next video. If you have any question, once again, make sure that you are asking me on the comment section, and I will try my best to answer you. Thank you for watching us. Mashallah.